Sears pencil is just a hoot. It's like a pencil crayon with the little shoes. It's so cute. So
he can't decide if he wants to be a colored pencil or a regular pencil.
This is Doodle and Chat, Doodle Aerobics. Doodle Aerobics is where Mandi and I take an activity, some kind of doodle warm-up activity, some kind of activity either an educator has shared or a creator has shared that's supposed to get us, our creative juices flowing, warm up our thinking, warm up our doodling, warm up our imagination, and we give it a try. And so for today's episode of Doodle and Aerobics, we're trying something, I don't even know if it has a name. I found it on Instagram, on Pinterest, and it's been on my board for forever. And I feel like this activity could have so many applications. It's an activity by MC Gillis, and it takes us through our names and gets us to like block our names, but then ultimately create our names in like people, word, character art, I guess. Mandi, is that the right way to say it?
I would say that's exactly right.
And I don't even know what it has. It doesn't have a name. Like when I look at the worksheet, it says, I can't draw until I practice lettering / cartoon words. So I don't know what this is called. We'll call it lettering cartoon words, I guess.
I like it. Lettering cartoon words.
There's 4 simple steps. Simple. And the first one says, and it's very specific that we're using pencil with this because we're going to have to do some erasing. Step number 1, it says with a pencil, carefully, so don't mess up, print a name or a word in all capital letters. And we decided we're going to do our names, right?
Yes.
Okay. All caps. Man, it has been a minute since I've used a pencil. My poor camera does not like the pencil is making it like a flash.
Oh no, I see that.
Very mad at me right now. That's okay. All right, here we go. Step 2, continue using a pencil. Trace around the word or a name to create block or bubble letters. Ooh, I think I'm going to mix it up and do block and bubble letters.
Ooh.
Ooh. So for those friends who are joining us that aren't quite sure what block is, so Mandi's doing hers in block right now. So block means you're just tracing around your letter, but your edges are straight. The edge of your letters are straight. Bubble gives you, I'm going to do the A in bubble letters. A bubble gives you a rounded edges with a curve.
And I did put this on a different layer so that I can just hide that layer underneath.
There will be some erasing, so that's a good point. What am I going to do? I'm not going to rotate bubbles. I think I'm going to do another.
I loved using bubble letters, like the kind of bubble letters like where they're so bubbly that you just put lines in it. Like in middle school, I can remember writing my name in bubble letters all the time.
Well, and I'm even like, as I was doing this R here, this little curve here, I was like, oh, you could kind of like do a morph on both, which is what you kind of did. Like you curved, the edges of yours. So you can go straight, really block it out. Or you could round your
Yep.
edges a little bit. And then I think I'm going to do a circle up here for the eye.
Ooh, I like it.
All right, here we go. And also, this is my tendency too. My letters tend to, this happens no matter what I'm doing. I start small and then you're the opposite.
I go the opposite, yes. Mine gets smaller as I go for
Why we're a perfect pair.
That's funny.
Yes, that's so funny. Okay, now it says erase the inside lines, the first ones, the first lines that you drew. Okay, so this also makes like block lettering not intimidating.
It does. I like that. I do a fun, as you're erasing, I do a fun geometry activity when we are talking about symmetry.
Oh, okay.
And we fold the paper in half, and then on the crease, they write their name. And it looks better if it's in cursive, but a lot of my kiddos are not great at cursive. So they just have to make sure that like they draw your name just like we did. And then when they block their letters, they need to attach them together. And then you cut around that and it makes the body of a skeleton.
Oh.
And when you said you forgot to draw the middle, like my kiddos all the time, and I teach high school kids, they forget the center of their letters. And I'm like, well, that's what makes your ribs, like when you're cutting it out. So you want to do that. It's a fun activity. We always do it. It usually hits around Halloween time when we're talking about symmetry. So I call it skullimetry, skeleton symmetry.
Oh my gosh, we will have to try that maybe around that time. That would be a fun Doodle Aerobics activity.
Yes, it is a lot of fun.
We'll add it to our list.
Okay.
All right, that is fun. I am not happy that I made my letters different, but I'll stick with it.
Oh, I think it's going to be great. I do. I think it's going to be great.
All right, so here comes the creative juices flowing here. I do really like this though. Like this just made bubble lettering done. Like so easy.
Yes.
And not like intimidating at all. All right, step 4. It says now use that fabulous imagination of yours. Use many different kinds of shapes and lines to create cartoons. Exaggerate. For the best quality results, trace with a fine line marker. Let the ink dry and then erase remaining pencil lines. Super! That's all.
Okay, super. We just need to make some cartoon people or animals.
Yes. And so like the example is super cute. But yeah, they went crazy with it. And I was just like imagining, like I could imagine the piece of paper you hand out has like the visual alphabet on here.
Oh, yeah.
And you could say that you'd have to, like, you could give the direction of attaching one of those to each of the letters. And that would, like, be a challenge, right?
Yeah.
It also might give the kids a little bit more direction. Like, if they had a circle and I'll go ahead and do that. So, visual alphabet, there's a cloud, right?
Yep.
What's another one? You say one.
The visual alphabet?
Yeah.
Oh, and you're just going to add it to your, okay, I see what you're doing.
I think I'm going to go for, you're going to write it on the top?
No, that's okay. I like that idea. I was thinking like just a rectangle.
Oh, okay.
Like just a basic shape for a rectangle. So let me add a cloud. I was going to do like a rectangle with another maybe kind of rectangle because I was going for like a hat situation.
I was too. I'm going to keep it. Oh, I'm going to go the other way, though, because I know what I can do with this top hat. Got an idea. It'll be a big boy top hat. That's adorable. Swirls. I always like the swirls first.
Yes.
I think maybe I'll put a couple on that of those. Let's see. Swirls. I have to remember to rotate my swirls when I use lots of them. They tend to always go one direction. There we go again.
Like there's a heartbeat.
What's that?
I said it looks like your paper has a heartbeat.
It does, doesn't it? And I can't get it to go down any closer. I could probably raise it up. All right, I'm just having some fun swirling here. This is like kind of super calming. Okay, I can add more later. Oh, this is so fun. All right, what's another, you pick the next visual alphabet item.
I am going to go with circles or ovals.
Oh, I like that. Well, those are good for eyeballs.
Yep, that's what I was thinking too.
Oh, I like that idea a lot. I don't know when the last time is that I drew in pencil. All right. And then, oh, this one, add some more eyeballs here. Oh my gosh, you have a mustache.
I do. That's where I use some of my swirls.
I love it. I'm trying to think of puppy dog ears. How do they? No. This will just be a line, I think. That's an angry A, or it's a crazy A.
Yeah, I haven't decided. I didn't like how the eyes ended up, but I'm just keeping it because if I were in, I mean, I guess I had pencil. I try not to edit myself because I have a really bad habit of editing myself, and I think it's okay to be okay.
I agree.
So I try not to edit myself as much and just say, you know what, this is how it was supposed to be.
Yeah, no, I think for sure I would, if I was doing this activity again, when we started adding shapes is when I would put my pencil away. I'm like, I'll go over and trace this again. But that's when after we erase the lettering, that's when I would go, like what you're saying, you know, like commit. Especially in the classroom too, because then you're teaching that kind of like mistakes are okay.
Yep.
Just, you know, you're just talking about your discomfort out loud with your students, making sure, you know, setting that mindset up, especially if this is a beginning of the year activity.
So I also used some semicircles. So I cheated. So I was using all parts of the circle, but I wanted to put some
oh my God, that is adorable.
Wanted to put some scales on it. So I was using semicircles. So
that is so cute. So cute. I think I will use a semicircle too. I'm feeling a rainbow here somewhere.
Ooh, I like it. You know what? Semicircles could also give you parts of a mouth.
I also feel like it's interesting watching you draw versus me, and I'm tending to be more outside the lettering.
And I definitely am inside the whole thing. Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
That is funny.
And I wanted to include Lloyd here, my little rabbit. It's been a while since I've drawn him. So this is one I'm definitely going to want to color, and this is so much fun.
I love it. I love it.
Do you have room for more, or are you done?
Oh, no, I definitely am not done.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of the visual alphabet because like 9 things, right? So there's like slashes, there's dots. I've done dots for the eyes.
We could do slashes because I haven't done just like lines.
Perfect.
Right?
We'll do some slashes. Awesome. I could do some plaid. Well, this could be fun too. I could imagine doing this with students, and when they go to color it in, you could identify different colors for different things, you know?
Yeah.
If you wanted to, I don't know, like what's your, red if you feel this, what if your personality is this, or blue if you feel this. Or, although this one, like you would really want to let kids just have fun with this one because I'm already having so much fun. I mean, this has got me wondering about like even the applications of like reading a page or watching a video clip and coming up with one word that is the main idea of that with that
Yeah.
and then each letter could hold, like you could even write in the letters, right?
Yeah.
We might
yeah, you definitely could.
You could even write in the letters what it meant, right? So like
Yeah.
pick a nice word, you've got 5 subtopics, which I mean most people don't need more than that. And then you could visualize around each letter what the words made you imagine. Oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. I guess we'll add that to the list, right?
Yeah.
That would be sick. Oh, I might have to try that. So adorable. I'm dying over that dragon or snake. Dragon snake. It's so cute.
I wasn't sure if I was going dragon or snake. I think it ended up a snake.
I think it's adorable. Oh. All right, so I did go ahead and look up so we didn't forget any because I'm really loving this concept of like the visual library, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've done points. We both have done points without even knowing it. You did triangles on your little bow tie without even knowing it. I have not done any triangles.
Well, I used lines. I mean, the slashes.
Yes.
I used the slashes, but you can turn slashes into a triangle.
I also love that idea of a bow tie. I'm going to snatch that from you and give my Ara a bow tie.
I'm going to go back to
and I would say now that I'm doing this, the one I remember how I said, oh, I would use a pen. The pencil does allow me to layer, and that would bother me if I was in pen and I wanted to give this a layering effect and I couldn't erase. Like in retrospect now, that would have really bothered me. And what were you going to do?
I wanted to put some shoes on there. So using kind of a combination of the rectangle and the semicircle.
And then I always love a good polka dot bow tie. I don't know why, but I do. Well, and this has got me thinking too, because you shared your activities that you do in your classroom. We do learning mascots, which is like a single drawing. Stanley's my learning mascot, a single drawing that represents you as a learner. And
yep, I have Penelope.
Yes, you do. But writing that name out and like drawing it out like this would be really awesome. Like I do like things where they write out like the origin story and stuff like that, but that could be incorporated in the bubble name. So we'd have Stanley or Penelope, right? And it would show how old she is, what her legacy is.
Yeah.
That would be so cute.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I want a sassy bow tie here. Come on, lines. There we go. Oh, I think this one's going to have to make its way to the iPad for me. to share after this because this is just so fun.
Well, those are the weirdest looking shoes that I've ever seen in my life, but that's okay. We're going to keep them.
I like them. You know, if you wanted to morph, I know you're committed. Oh, wait, your M shoes or your...
My M shoes.
He's got some peg legs. He's a pirate.
Then he needed just one leg, but he has two. He's the dual peg leg pirate. I need to change my hat to a pirate hat if we're going to do that, but...
You could throw a feather in there. You can make a feather hat. I honestly think without even knowing it, which also just tells you how powerful the visual alphabet really is. I think we've done all of them. I haven't done a loop though. A loop is like an E. And then also in the visual alphabet is also a house, which I just am like, that's a triangle with lines. Do you really need to add that as your shape?
Right. I don't think so either.
So a loop. How would I use a loop? Oh my gosh, that eye is so cute.
He needs some hair or something. I have not committed to the top of his head yet because I'm not exactly sure what's happening with this guy.
You could make him like a pencil. So it could either be an eraser top or the pencil, like the point, like a triangle top.
I love it.
And seeing your eyes shoes makes me think, oh my gosh, that's adorable. It makes me think of bunny slippers. But I don't know where I would put bunny slippers on. I've already got a bunny. Okay, how would I use eyes? I'm just going to try and see what happens. Ah, I got it. Where do I want that? How about from here? Oh, that's not it. Goodness me. Cannot think of how to. I'm going to have to look this one up. Okay, so I wanted to draw the phone receiver. So I had it in my head. It was not working. So I needed to look it up. Did you know that there are phone receivers that like old-fashioned phone receivers that you can buy to plug into your iPhone so you can speak the receiver?
How did I feel about that?
I don't either. I'm like, well, that would make it easier to talk on your iPhone because it always hurts my ear. Like if you get a case that's a little bit too risen. And the pictures are not helping either. Like I can't. This is a struggle for me. Maybe that. Okay. Maybe, baby. Oh. Oh, I know.
I am liking this. I need a few more arms on here. I'm not really sure what's happening with the arm situation.
Yeah, like I feel like once we got our juices flowing, like I don't know about you, but like my confidence went up and I was like, okay, I got this now. This is super fun. I'm like, I wanted to keep stretching things. And this is also one of those things, I know that part of sketchnoting is like word art, and I've always struggled with like that. It's just
So
not.
I do love that you like turn the C into your lion, and the R has Stanley's eyes, and
It does. I didn't think about that, but yes, those are my token eyes. The E is supposed to be a telephone. It's just not happening.
I like it. So I like though that you went with like the E turning it into a telephone. Like of course I do have the pencil, but if I were doing it again, I would probably just make it a pencil, maybe without eyes.
Oh, gotcha.
If I was just 100% focused on characters, you wouldn't have to do characters.
Agreed.
Now, part of me wants to go back in and add color to this.
Me too. I can get my pens out. I'm just not feeling this phone thing. Like I just can't. I can't.
You are making me laugh.
But I got a different idea now. Okay.
I tell you what, Dorothy's hair right here. Dorothy has got some hair. We're calling Dorothy D, and she's got some hair going on there.
Nice. Okay, I do like that swirl. I love a good swirl. And then
All right. I am liking it.
I'm almost like just a little bit more. I can half add.
The snake is definitely my favorite.
So, and I love the scales.
Yes.
I'll just add some final.
This one made me so happy.
So happy.
And I love that ours are so different. And I think if I did it again, I might want to try it with objects or all animals, or like,
yes.
I think there's so many different things. I might actually be doing this afternoon instead of what I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, I'm definitely going to be taking this and digitizing it 100%.
I love it.
Finish the rainbow here.
I love it. This was so fun. I can really see this being a fun activity at the beginning of the year. And you could even say, like, I teach high school. I could see my high schoolers doing this and say, make your letters into things that you would like for us to know about you.
Yes.
And you could put the words, like we said, you could put words inside of it, or you could make the drawing. So if you're not comfortable with drawing, you could use words.
Yes, or even like what you just gave me an idea too. You could make everything talk.
Yes, I almost did that. I might do that because I was planning to do that with my little pirate guy. I think I will.
So you do that because that'll give me time to finish to add more. I think I'm just gonna trace some so people can see it outlined in black. I think I'm going to go for a fancy thin tip, which I never usually do. Yeah, I really think that one of our, not our next one, but in our future Doodle Aerobics, we'll definitely take this, or maybe even one of our future sketchnoting we've been wanting to do is like take a poem, like even like a Shel Silverstein poem, and like pick the main idea. What's one word that describes this? Or you could even go simple, right? It's like we read a poem, what feeling? Because that's always something people are working on too, like kids expanding their feelings from happy, or, you know, pick a feeling that this text or this word or this poem made you think, bubble it out, and then draw either the parts of it I mean, you could get creative with annotation. The parts of it that made you feel this feeling. Oh my gosh, my mind is blown right now. Or making this paper big, and you can put tons of words and things, and then surround that phrase of words.
Oh, that would be a great activity
with the images, right? Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be a great activity. And I love including the social emotional part in there. Oh, the outlines are making it so great.
Yay! I'll do a couple more so people can see. Oh yeah, it's really making it pop now.
Yeah.
And then as I was drawing this, I was like, well, the R became yellow, and then I'm like, that's yellow like the sun, and I've got
Oh, it's making me so happy.
So happy. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I just wrecked his eyeball. I'm obsessed with this activity.
This was better than I even possibly imagined when I started.
Me too. And I've had this like on my list to try with especially with like some of the clubs that I do. Anytime you can have a go-to activity, this is a great beginning of the year one. Not sure what this line was supposed to become, but it was supposed to become something. Oh my gosh. So fun. All right, let me just add my raindrops, and then we'll wrap it up for today. This reminds me of remember like the books Happy and Angry?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And they were like just scribble dots, right?
That's another one. That's a different one. I was thinking of the one, remember like the big yellow ball that was happy?
Yes. Yes.
Your characters remind me of that.
Aw.
This, so much fun.
Yes. Very,
and I could also think, like, just looking at my swirls, like, so remember we had mentioned some kiddos that may not want to draw. So you could do talk bubbles and thought bubbles, or let's just do patterns.
Absolutely.
Swirls, because just the swirls, I was like, you heard me, right? I was like, I could just do this all day to do this. This one, wow. Yes, Doodle and Chat friends, if you were here with us and you joined Mandi and I, we cannot wait to see, the age range for this. Right. Please make sure you share out your Doodle Aerobics using hashtag Doodle and Chat, so Mandi and I can see all the fun that you had with us here on this mini-sode of Doodle and Chat. And then also look in the link in the show notes for the link to this activity. There's a PDF of it. Feel free to print it out, use it in your classroom. All right, thank you so much, Doodle and Chat friends, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is a special edition of a specialer edition. Yes, we make up words all the time. Where Mandi will be joining us from. I'll be here at home, and Mandi will be in New Orleans at ISTE 2022, where she will be streaming live for another episode of Doodle and Chat with Friends. And this time, when we say for a whole lot of who knows what to expect, we really don't know what to expect. So make sure you follow the hashtag Doodle and Chat on Twitter to watch for where Mandi's going to be. It'll be Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time in New Orleans, and where you can join her if you're there. You're hanging out, waiting, for the conference to be over, and you want to have some fun doodling and chatting with both of us. You can join us there, or you can join us here live on this channel. So make sure you subscribe so you can get notifications for that, and that will be a blast.
I'm so excited. I'm
so excited. All right, thanks everyone.
See ya.
I just can't even, Mandi. So much more here that needs to happen. This is not done today. I feel like this could become my new sketchnote obsession, turning words into a sketchnote. Yeah, any chores are just done now. They're just done.
I just want to keep writing words and I want to try all animals. I want to try objects. I kind of want to write my name in school supplies now.
Especially after having James on and seeing his sketch notes, and he went so outside the box, but then you could read them and see how, like, James's sketch notes weren't just about the learning. They were like, you could see his inspiration, right? When you looked at them.
I loved his sketch note.
Talk about embracing, like, wow. I don't even know, the brainchild of me and Mandi, I guess.